literally goes on YouTube.
I'm gonna record this.
That's fine. I'm the kind of person that goes on YouTube to watch explain videos. Like, I've been watching the Loki series, and I literally go on the explain videos to look at all the Easter eggs and to see what I've missed. And like, that's the kind. So I don't care. Like, I've got Marvel sheets. What are you gonna say to me? I love Marvel. Marvel. Are you mad?
I like that energy. I totally love it. All right. All right, let's start this. So welcome to Designing Together by Two Pencils on a Pad. For people that are watching this and haven't seen me before, I'm Nate McKenzie. I'm the co-founder of Two Pencils on a Pad. I'm here with the lovely Lady Jonnille, aka Ladynille, queen of asking questions, as I've been told, and I've seen on your Instagram. If you want to introduce yourself.
I am Jonnille. Some people call me Ladynille. Some people call me Nell, but my name is Jonnille. And I obviously answer a lot of people questions, and I also do a lot of like social issue stuff. And yeah, that's just me.
Social issue stuff.
Pretty boring.
Social issue stuff, like.
So like obviously everyone knows I'm very pro-black. There's no surprise in that one. And so I try to do. Don't make me laugh, please. I try to do things to benefit my my community as much as I can. So if it means buying art, or if I need to do stuff to do videos of people that are talking about social issues, and I will do that. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, I'd just like to thank you for joining us for today. As you probably may know already, we're doing a little bit more about behind the scenes with our clients.
Yeah.
A bit more discovery, so we can get more into like what they're about, what made them who they are, their journey, etc. A bit more about their values and ethos. So obviously, I know you love to ask questions. You've got your own podcast, no?
I do. Do you know what? This is how you know I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I also have a podcast, guys, and I'm also going to be a lot of other shows coming out as well. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Ooh.
Oh, that was a bit exciting. The boom.
Oh, well. All right, so you've got a podcast, 21 questions?
Yes, 21 questions a lady now.
How long's that been going for?
I think it's actually coming up to a year for like when I first did my episode. Obviously, I haven't like released anything because there was a few episodes that I wanted to release, but they were too problematic. So
problematic in what sense?
It's too controversial. Like I'm a very controversial person. For me to say it's too controversial, it's borderline.
So why?
Yeah, I don't know how it will be received.
Controversial.
What did you say?
The more controversial it is, the better.
No. It is, but the way you see how sensitive the world is.
Yeah. I
don't want my intention or my guests that were on, whatever they've said, I don't want it to be twisted or taken out of context. So I'm the kind of person, obviously I'm a Pisces, I think about the bigger picture. So I'm not going to put something out that I know could be detrimental to my guests and myself, even though I know the intentions behind it was never to be malicious, to be disrespectful or rude. I just wouldn't do it because that's just how I am. So yeah.
Okay. So what made you get into that podcasting? Have you always wanted to do podcasting?
I think because I feel like it's a thing where I'm just like, I love to just chat rubbish and I like to just share my opinion. I'm very outspoken. If I believe in something, I want to say why I believe in it and I want to fight for it. And I feel like when you do podcasts, it's like the perfect platform to speak and to engage with your audience and to just talk about life and issues and stuff. And it's a beautiful freedom of speech platform. Like you're never going to really get, apart from obviously like social media, you have like Twitter and stuff. But when you have like a podcast, it's just you and the mic and whoever wants to listen. You can either hate me or love me. I said what I said. And I said it with my chest. But at least if you learned something from it, then that's beautiful. If you didn't, at least you can take aspects of what I've said and look up if I did something wrong or, I just love it. I just feel like podcasting is just like, it's a beautiful way to just express oneself. just a freedom of speech at its best, if that makes sense.
No, I totally hear you, man. I agree. I think
Yeah.
I only started getting into podcasts probably through lockdown. Before I didn't hit
Yeah.
To be honest, I was listening to podcasts and they were like radio sessions. So it was like a DJ and a mic. Now I'm podcasting, listening to them, and it's loads of like topics that I'm into, like relationships, or even just being a Black man chasing success, you know, competition, friendship stuff. Shout out to the Good Man Factory, and all of that stuff. I'm really I'm really into that because it resonates. You can take so much away from so much golden nuggets and learning from that. And you know, when sometimes you listen to it, especially me right now, I feel quite isolated because I don't have a lot of friends that are doing what I'm doing or trying to achieve what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah.
That's not me being, and even that, saying that right now, people might go, what? Does he think he's better than everyone? No, it's not that. It's more of like my journey is so different from your journey. And then when I was listening to that podcast, it resonated with me because they're all on a journey, but they all have like their path and journey is similar in some ways, and they can connect. And they've grown with each other, and then they're also reflecting on what they used to do and what they're doing now, and the changes that have happened. I think that's a beautiful thing because they also have self-awareness, and some people don't really come to that towards the end of their life or as they get quite older. So I
love that. Yeah, I love podcasting. Like you said, Good Man's Factory, amazing. It's a very good podcast. There's a few others that I like as well. I used to like Food Shots with Tequila, but I feel like it's just too cultural for me now. I don't know. Like you said, I look for different things now. So if I want to learn about like finance and stuff, I know where to go, depending on my mood that day. Depend on what I'm feeling and what I want to. And that's what another thing about podcasts is that I love the fact that you're able to learn from other people.
100%. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, learning from other people. There's so many different ones out there. I've been recently like doing podcasts with my friend Christina, fall into conversation.
I saw.
And it's when I first did it, I was a bit like, oh, I don't really want to do this. But the more I do it, the more I like to do it. And then sometimes it's good as well because I go back and listen to what I said and I go, yeah. I like what
sometimes you got little gems.
I'm like,
sprinkle. That was me. Like.
Yeah. So
I love that. I definitely love that.
And then going on from there, so you're on the Today Show, Designing Together, regarding 2121 Network. Now, and now, obviously, we did the branding for that. That's not out yet in terms of what the logo and everything. But what's your ideas behind that? What made you want to start that? You know, you have 21 questions. I don't want you to reveal too much. I don't want to. You've got 21 questions, but why did you go 21 questions and then go, actually, I need something else? Well, you can start.
I think it's no, it's okay. I think it's something where I'm just like, I feel like my I don't know if it's my purpose, but my desire is always going to be the POC community. If you don't know what POC means, person of color communities, that's Black, Asians, basically anyone that's not white. And within our communities, there's so much social issues that we face. Like as a Black person, I'll give an example. There's a woman at my workplace, she's Asian, and amazing girl, another Pisces as well, really good. And we was talking about just our struggles as POC women. And sometimes I feel like as a Black person myself, as a woman as well, I feel like sometimes like, oh, I'm like the lesser in terms of the world, if that makes sense. So I'm not as appreciated in, let's say, my white counterparts or my Latino counterparts. But obviously speaking to her made me open my ears to certain things. As much as I complain as a Black woman, that, you know, my life is like, oh, there's a lot of things against me because of my race and my gender. There are also other POC people like myself that go through similar but completely different. So she will go through things that cultural issues, if that makes sense, like arranged marriages and stuff like that, which we don't know because we're so like, no, I wouldn't say we're isolated. We're very like focused on like, this is our issues, and they're focused on like, this is our issues. And obviously being someone that's a very curious person and I want to know about what's going on in the world and I want to question everything, I knew in my heart that I need to do something bigger than just asking people questions. Like I need to see visually, like how far can I push you? How far can I like see what's in your heart, your mind? How, like, I want to basically ask questions on a platform that is bigger than just social media. I want it to have an everlasting effect. I want you to be able to go on this network and find something and go, do you know what? I'm struggling with this. There's something there for me to learn from someone, or I need to understand something, if that makes sense. So there's obviously going to be different elements of it, obviously without saying too much, but it's basically a network, especially more catered to POC people, to learn more about any social issues that's going on with themselves. If they want personal development, they can go to it as well. And yeah, that's it. Because I think my aim in life is to always make sure that my community are good and we're learning and we're developing and we're asking questions and we're pushing ourselves to understand the ashes in our beauty, like the beauty is in our ashes. Because I know there's so much pain, but why don't we bring or question the pain, talk about it, so that you can learn from it, if that makes sense. So I always say to people, like, without conversation, there is no progression. You need to speak to someone about what's going on in order for you to progress. So yeah, and that is in a nutshell. That's basically why I wanted to create it, but without giving too much away.
Okay, but on another like angle on it, the name, how did you come about that name?
Honestly, it was quite straightforward. Like, I'm known for asking questions. Like, it was no, in a horrible way. Do you know what it is? I feel like because I've had such an insecurity, like people be like, oh my God, you ask so much questions. Like, why do you ask so much questions? And that's kind of where it came on about. Because you know, people say, oh, you're asking like 21 questions. And that's just basically come back. So it just made sense to make it 21. Again, it's about perception. Obviously, when you see the logo, you understand, you know what I mean? But like, it's about perception. It's about what you see. And 21, we are in the year of the 21. It just made sense. It just aligned. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
2021.
No. You're skimming on the surface. Is that how you want to leave it, so that people have to figure it out?
You'll just have to figure it out, because I think it's something where it's just like, if I'm known to be a person that asks questions, so my brand's always been the queen of asking questions, because I don't care. Like, the whole thing is based on questioning everything. And everyone, 21 questions is associated. So it only made sense to make it 21. But again, when you see 21, do you see 21 as a clock, as in 9:21 or 21:21 or 21:21? Again, it's all about perception. And that's why it's been created that way.
Okay.